All right, check it out. Finally got some rain. Heading to the family store. You know, I'm just going through the parking lot like I own it. Surprised I don't get hit. Yeah, I gotta find something closer. I don't feel like getting wet. Who's texting me? Oh, Verizon. Alright, we definitely needed some rain here in Western Pennsylvania, but I haven't been to this thrift store in a while. So, you know, I'm looking for the usual suspects. Lunch boxes, comics, cards, any good action figure, and yeah, let's go check it out. All right, it is voiceover time because I do not want to get a copyright strike. So check it out at the door. There's some help wanted signs, there's the store hours, and there it is, shoes, a ton of shoes, but I don't want any shoes. I want some Halloween stuff. I don't know what this is. There's usually a lot more Halloween stuff, but it's still a little early in fall. So, what is that? It's like a giant monster with one eye. Hey, there I am in the mirror. All right. There's purses. If you're looking for a good purse, check out your local Salvation Army. There's also scarves and belts and hats and other accessories along the wall. And check this out. This store used to be a Hills department store, and they totally used the space for clothing. You got your kids' clothing to women's clothing all the way across the floor. Now, I don't have any babies, so I don't need any kids, and I can't really afford furniture right now, and I don't really need any furniture, but they have it here. Tons of it. But check that out. Giant dinosaur. It looks like it's like a remote control, but looks pretty cool. All right, moving right along. More furniture, and here we are at the toy section. There's another dinosaur plush. There's a Minnie Mouse. What is this? This is Goosebumps. Do you remember Goosebumps, everybody? What else do we have? Board games. There's a Tetris game. That looks interesting. And there are puzzles. Do people do puzzles anymore? I had a puzzle phase. And puzzles are fun, but sometimes I just can't get into a puzzle. Now, this Salvation Army likes to put all their toys in plastic bags. What is this? Shouldn't that be over in the Halloween section? I would not want to have the job of putting all these toys in bags. You know, how do you know it's what? And check that out. It was $5.99 and now it's $7.99. I guess they gotta make some money. Or maybe there's more than one item in the bag. I really should have looked. What else do we have? Kind of a creepy doll. Some more dolls. Not really creepy, but interesting to say the least. What else do we have down here? Is that Ninja Turtles? Yeah. All right. That's not bad. It's not a bad action figure set right there. What else? Is that dinosaurs? Yep. $4.99 for 3 dinosaurs, though. Come on, Salvation Army. You could do better than that. All right, what else do we have? Some little Star Wars figures for $1.99. That's a licensed toy. That should be $4.99. And what else? Some dolls. Some more dolls. I think I saw a Cabbage Patch. There's a Daisy Duck for all you Disney fans. Now check this out. There's a lamb chop. Okay, do you remember? What was her name? Sherry Lewis? Sherry Lewis and lamb chop? More Native American dolls. And look at this. An Albert Einstein action figure. Interesting. But I think I'm going to have to pass on the old Albert Einstein action figure. I'd never seen that before, though. All right, what else? Some more games, books. I always look for like valuable books, but you know, I've gotten rid of a lot of books recently. My kids haven't read in decades. Here's a Batgirl comic, but I think that's like a graphic novel. Now, what is this? That's a free comic book from Free Comic Book Day, and John Woo's. Interesting. Johnny Woo's. What is this? The artwork isn't that bad. All right. Interesting. All right. Tons of books. It's a shame. Does anybody even read anymore? An SAT book. Are people buying SAT books? Now look at this 50 years of Topps football. This looks interesting. It's a price guide. It has articles about football cards. What's that? Some non-sports cards. I don't know. I might have to have a look at this as I walk around the store some more and look for some. Oh, is this movies? Yeah, movies. But I have a ton of movies, so I don't need any more. All right, here's the small appliance section. They got, you name it. But wait, that's not an appliance. That's a remote control truck. But look, there's crock pots and blenders, and there's toaster ovens and ninjas. And what is this? I don't even know what that is. Is that like a salad thing? A salad mixer? Now, this shelf right here usually has a lot of Halloween and other seasonal stuff, but not today. Now, right here is your pictures, any type of wall hanging, mirrors and murals and bathroom pictures and living room pictures. And below it are your blankets and your towels and your sleeping bags. And check it out, more and more used clothing. And this place gets packed at times. But back to look at that. Look at that wall hanging. It's like a giant boat. That is awesome. What else do we have? More pictures of flowers, and just artwork, and there's a map. That's cool. I like that. More blankets, sleeping bags, and look, there's a mirror. All right, and there's my iPad. All right, what else is going on here? Smaller pictures. This is more my speed. I like that. That would go in the kitchen nicely. Lots of flower pictures. And now we come to this wall right here, and you have like your pots and your pans and your bakeware and your cookware. So, if you need a pot or a pan and you don't want to buy a whole set, go to a thrift store. Now, this I think is like maybe a cheese grater or a vegetable grater. I'm not too sure, but this is like your typical kitchen area. Except for this guy right here. I don't know what he's doing here, but go Red Sox. Moving right along. Look at that. That's straight out of the 50s. Coca-Cola. I love a good Coca-Cola glass. All right, what else we got going? What is that? That's kind of inappropriate, really. I don't get it. Oh, yay. All right, what else do we got going? More pictures, knickknacks, little statues, vases. Is that a Star Wars coffee mug? Yep. Yeah. Oh, Mandalorian. I've never seen it. Never watched one episode. All right, moving along. The Steelers, they actually won the other day. Go Steelers. More picture frames. More knickknacks, little things to put on your shelf. A beautiful picture of a rendition of Jesus. We don't know what he looks like, so we just use our imagination. That is a really cool elephant footstool. That I do like. A lot of baskets and tapestries. Another crucifix. Interesting. All right. And look, more kitchen stuff. You could decorate an entire kitchen. You got plates, you got cups. Look, you got grandma from Looney Tunes. If I was a grandma, I'd buy that. And check that out. Blue M&M guy on a motorcycle. That's amazing right there. I like how they keep things color coordinated. You got the reds, the greens, the blues. More Coca-Cola products. So if you're a Coke fan, check out your local thrift stores. Yeah, just lots of stuff going on. This should be like the wall of knickknack. And right here we have more movies, DVDs, VHS, believe it or not, and music CDs. All right, folks, look at that line. This place gets really busy, and I don't think I have time to wait in line. So, one more look around. Go support your local thrift shop. I'm sure the money goes to a charity, whether it's the Humane Society thrift store, the Goodwill thrift store, or the Salvation Army. It's been fun. I love browsing this place. You never know what you're going to find. So, but, let's get out of here. Well, that's a look at the Salvation Army. There was a few things that I was interested in, but I'm trying to get rid of some junk, not collect junk. Didn't really see nothing of value, but let me know in the comments if you saw something that you liked. And yeah, I had to slow mo it down, and I had to do a voiceover to avoid the whole copyright thing. So, but thanks for watching. It was fun. Stay dry, stay safe, be good. All right. Catch you in the next one, folks.